And this is Mike Shaft wishing you a warm welcome to Myerscough College as both teams take a knee before we get this ball game on the way. There it is now, waiting for the starting fives to take to the floor. We have got an absolute monster of a ball game for you. I am promising you an absolute cracker. Last week, of course, the Dragons had a belter, ran out easy winners against, who was it? Newcastle University. Easy win for Bradford. It's going to be a bit more difficult to pick up a W against Myerscough, who are one of the best coached teams north of Watford, I would say. So we'll see how that goes. The starting fives are for Bradford, Time Regis Bascom at 6, 7 Andreas Laukodis, 11 Jermaine Lang, 13 Ricky Fetsky, and 15 Albert Margai. And for Myerscough, that's starting 5, 6 Titus Wawery, at 7 David Chive, 11 Great Osaba, make that Ridley Shima at 13, and 15 is Frank Agu. Last time I saw Myerscough was at the Harris tournament in Manchester at the end of last year, and you may or may not know they ran out overall winners of that tournament with some absolutely stunning performances. So I have no idea which way this one's going to go, but we'll find out. Head coach of Bradford is Chris Meller, assisted by Tim Redfern. Head coach of Myerscough, Neil Hopkins, assisted by the legend that is Mike Bernard. So here we go. Starting fives, making their way onto the court. And looking at these guys in the warm-up, I think we can expect a few dunks from Myerscough. We'll see. 11 for Myerscough, Great Osabor. He was throwing them down in the warm-up, as was 15 Frank Agu. Ricky Fetsky is in for the jump ball against Great Osabor. In fact, there's a change in the lineup for Myerscough. Looks as if Joaquim Richardson is going to start. Titus Wareri does not start. Looks like it's all sorted. And first offense goes to Myerscough. Gargan with the head fake and the first bucket. Absolutely brilliant play. Dan Gargan. First points of the ball game. Good defense. Fetsky from deep for a triple. We are on the way. Ricky Fetsky puts Bradford Dragons up by 1. This is the Myerscough bubble and the L Lynch Trophy for 2020. And stolen away. Ball ends up in the hands of Albert Margai from the weak side. No points for Andreas Lykoudis. on the block. Great bounce pass off the window. There he is again. It's 10. My goodness, Dan Gargan. Possession goes to Myerscough. Gargan gives it back to 14, Joaquin Richardson. They move left to David Chive. Chive on the ball, nice pick. Chive with the hang time, gets the whistle, going to the line for 2 shots. Foul called on Time Regis Bascom. First foul of the ball game. Fails with the first. Is good with the second. David Chive has his first point of the game. Nice outlet pass. Margai calls for the pick. Nobody responds. Jermaine Lang back to Margai. Margai tries to thread it back and looking to go all the way. Doesn't get there, but the putback is good. I think that was 15, Frank Agu. Lang pops it back into the middle, Regis Bascom. It's back with Jermaine Lang. It's in the paint with Ricky Fetsky. Has to bring it back out. Strong drive. 2 points. Nice play by Andreas Lykoudis, who knocks it down off the dribble. Good defense by Ricky Fetsky, giving up the body. And now they turn it over. We're going the other way. Chive takes it coast to coast to 3 personal. Margai swings it right to Lykoudis, who puts it deeper. Fetsky for the long 2, count it. Fetsky, I have to tell you, is enjoying this tournament. Good numbers in that game last week, and off to a flyer here. Has 5 of the first 7 for the Dragons. Strong drive. Officials say foul was on the floor. Foul called on 8. In fact, that may have been on 13. I will check that. I think the foul was on Ricky Fetsky. Myerscough ball. Richardson. Frank Agu backs his way out. Now goes to work. Nice change of direction. Wide open for a triple. Doesn't go. Margai with the rebound. Off and running. Gets a whistle. Mid-court. That foul is on Gargan. Into the ball game for Myerscough, wearing 4, Pedro Ellery. Margai swings it round, and again looking for a triple. It is good. Andreas Lykoudis takes his personal tally to 5. It's 10 Dragons, 9 Myerscough. Great Osabor. Nice pass. Good defense. No, too much from Margai. Blocking foul call. Foul count, 3 to the Dragons, 1 to Myerscough. Coming down on 6 minutes left to play in the first. It's a 1-point ball game. Nice skip pass for the inbound. Looking for a triple, doesn't get there. Ricky Fetsky with the defensive board. Bradford on the ball. Lykutis swings it left. Magai moves the defender, but then has a little trouble controlling the ball. Rebound, and here comes Myerscough. Looks to go coast to coast off the window, and does. Joakim Richardson all the way. On the ball, Regent Bascom swings it further left, looking for a triple, and it rattles home. Regent Bascom gets the 3. Charging foul is called. Fetsky with the block foul called on 15, Frank Agu. And timeout has been called. That's by Bradford Dragons. They lead by 2, 13-11. 3 points for Regent Bascom. Andreas Lykutis has 5. Ricky Fetsky has 5. In fact, all the scorers for Bradford have had a 3, would you believe? For Myerscough, David Chive has 3. Dan Gargan, 2 deuces, and 1 apiece for Joakim Richardson and Frank Agu. So in threes, Bradford lead by 3-0. We'll see if it's relevant at the end of the game. And the fives are back out there. Will be possession, Bradford. Margai swings it left, gets it back. Tough defense. Fetsky with the head fake. Doesn't get there. That's going to be possession, Myerscough. And now full court defensive press by the Dragons. In the middle of the floor, Frank Agu goes left. Up for no points. Joakim Richardson couldn't connect. Great play. And looking for the juices. Good. That's Frank Agu. Albert Margai. Everything seems to go through Margai. Fetsky gets the whistle. Foul called on Titus Wawari. Substitution for the Dragons will bring 12. Ricard Sulks into the ball game for the first time. Stolen away. Myerscough move it around the horn until the triple way off, going the other way. Little scoop pass, a stutter step, the 360, no points. On the ball, Joaquin Richardson with his own 360. Gets his offensive board, brings it back out. Wide open at the top of the key for no point. Fetsky with a big board for the Dragons. Lykoudis on the ball. Gets it back. Feels the heat, no problem. Doesn't get the points. We're going the other way. Agu with the outlet. Ferrari brings it back to the top. Great Osabor. Oh, the head fake. The flop. Takes it to the rack for two. Oh my goodness, that was nice. Great Osabor. At the other end, bucket good. We're all tied up at 15 apiece. Dived in, couldn't get there. We're going the other way. There's the outlet. Soaks has it. Count it. Ricard Searles. Inside the final 2 minutes of the first. On the ball, Joaquin Richardson brings it back to Warari. Back to Richardson. Shot clock at 2. Jump ball, the arrow says Bradford Dragons. Subs coming in for both sides, 1:38 left to play in the first. David Chive coming in, Pedro coming back. Margai. David Walsh. Walsh spins, in trouble, has to come back to Margai. Shot clock at 2, doesn't get there. Well, that was pretty ugly. Nice outlet. Kicks it back, wide open, top of the key. No, what an offensive board. No putback, my goodness. 17-15, Dragons lead with the ball. Doesn't go. Here comes Myerscough, the little in-out dribble, whistle on the play, going to the line. See who it's on. Foul is called on David Walsh. That's his first. Substitution for Myerscough brings 23. Brian Akanmu in for the first time. Chive misses the first. Gets the second. And we're down to a 1-point game, 17 to the Dragons, 16 to Myerscough. Strong drive. No points, my goodness, no putback either. That was a strong drive. That'll be football. 21 seconds left to play in the first. To inbound, Titus, no. We'll change that to Joseph Banco. Warari has it, nice pick. Shot clock at 15. Oh, dances to the bucket, no bucket. What a nice offense, no good. And Margai is gonna have to put it up. Myerscough on the ball, kicks it out. Shot clock running down. We are at the end of the first. I promised you one heck of a ball game, and I think you'll have to admit we're getting it done. 17 to the Dragons, 16 to Myerscough. We'll be back right after this. And we're back in play. Myerscough handling the rock for Bradford. Tough defense, but then he goes to work, is stripped. We're going the other way. Myerscough on the ball, nice outlet. Oh, what a nice move! Didn't put it up, tried to cut it back into the middle, turned it over. Jermaine Lang has it. Lang back to Myerscough, and now coming strong along the baseline is blocked. That was Rickard Schultz. Tough defense by Bradford on the ball. Pedro Ellery, shot clock is at 5. Tough D again, got to put it up, gets it off, misses everything. Play on. Jermaine Lang goes strong off the window for 2. (19-16) three-point ball game. Myerscough was nearly left on the floor. Tough defense. Akanmu will keep possession. Into the ball game wearing 8, Lewis Sullivan for Myerscough. From deep, misses everything. 3-point ball game. It's the L Lynch Trophy for 2020. Dragons, amazingly, as the home team against Myerscough, whose venue we're at. That's a good call, ref. It was a foul. Foul called on 23, Brian Akanmu. That's his first. Kanmu goes out. Equally big man back on the floor. Great Osabor. Myerscough gets the first. And the second. Ricky Fetsky comes in. Myerscough sits. 21-16. Bradford on top. Looking for a triple, gets hit. Will go to the line for 3 shots. Foul called on Jermaine Lang. David Chive. Has the first 2. Gets all 3. Corner pocket for a triple. Short. Spins out of trouble. The defense. Ooh. Foul call. I think that's going to be on 3. Yes, it is. That's Dave Walsh. That's his second. Substitution for Bradford. It's going to bring Regent Bascom back into the ball game. Dave Walsh sits with the 2 fouls. Titus gives it up. Great Osabor. Oh, bullet pass. Couldn't handle it in the paint. Oh my goodness, Banco isn't going to want to see that again. Margai to Lang. Jermaine goes strong. Margai for 3. Misses everything. 7:07 left to play in the first half. 21-19. Dragons still on top. Great Osabor. And looking for a triple at the top. Off the window! I thought I heard a whistle for a foul there as well, but there wasn't. That's Titus. Knocks down a big 3. Puts Myerscough up by 1. Nice sidestep, and there's that man again. Oh my goodness. Ricky Fetsky. Doing it all. Back to a 1-point lead for Bradford. Great bounce pass. Gets a whistle. What a pass that was by Lewis Sullivan. Foul called on 6. That's Regent Bascom. That's his second. Jermaine's going to sit. Coming back, Andreas Lykoudis. Osabor on the line for 2. Gets 1. Handling the rock this time down. Lykoudis, and up for a triple. No good for Regent Bascom. Whistle on the play. Foul called on Titus Wareri. That's his second, if I've got that correct. Table says it's his first. First point is good for Silks. Fails to get the second. It's a 1-point game, 24-23. Dragons by 1. On the ball, David Chive gives it up. Joaquim. Back to Chive. Tough defense. Osabor. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He gets it off, doesn't get there. Gets the offensive board. And Myerscough will come again, coming along the baseline, is good! Beautiful play by Lewis Sullivan, using the left hand to go off the backboard, puts it away for 2, puts Myerscough up by 1, and for a triple, no good. And it's that man again. Wow. Joaquim. Nice kick out, looking for a triple. It's good! Ridley Shima, first score of the ball game. It's a triple, and that equals the biggest lead of the ball game for Myerscough. Foul called on 6. That's Titus. So now he gets the second. Silks. And Fetsky doesn't get there, and the race is on. Joaquim gets, and 1! Going coast to coast, and getting the foul as well. Foul called on 6 for Bradford. That's tying Regent Bascom, and it's his third. Joaquim Richardson. Oh, that was nice. Fails to get the extra one, and Myerscough come up with it. Looking for a triple. It is good! And Joaquim Richardson with 5 absolutely wonderful points. Tough defense by Myerscough. Silks brings it back to Fetsky, the no-look pass. Shot clock at 9, no good. Who's got the basketball? Here comes Joaquim again. Can he go all the way again? This time into the corner pocket for 3. And Myerscough have come alive in this one. What a ball game. David Chive, I've got him for 10 personal. 10 personal. The scoreline 24 to the Dragons, 36 to Myerscough. It's the biggest lead of the ball game. They were all over this one, and in a blink, they're 12 points down. David Chive, 10 personal, including that big triple, and Joaquim Richardson with 2 monster plays, one where he took it to the bucket strong, and then a monster 3. He has 7 personal. Leading all scorers for Bradford, 7 for Andreas Lykoudis and 7 for Ricky Fetsky. Bradford on the ball. Margai gets it to the middle of the floor. Nice bounce pass. That's a gorgeous play right out of the playbook. That one, basket good for Ricky Fetsky. Myerscough. Good hustle by Fetsky, forcing the turnover. Margai gets it to Lykoudis, gets it off, doesn't get there, and great Osabor pulls it in. Looks to go all the way. He was fouled, no doubt about it. He was about to throw that down. Foul called on Rickard Schultz. The whistle was a touch late, but it got there. Coming back in, Frank Agu. Osabo gets the first. And the second. Substitution coming in for Bradford. Back on the floor, David Walsh. Going out, Time Region Bascom. Margai gets it to Schultz. Blocking foul, offensive foul has been called on White 12, my goodness. Rickard Schultz. I'll say that was an interesting call. 26-38, still a 12-point game. Frank Agu sees the lane open up, wraps it around to Osabor. No. Wow. Foul called on 14. That's Joaquim Richardson. They walk it to the other end of the floor for 2 shots for Rickard Schultz. Gets them both, moves to 5 personal. 28-38, 10-point affair. Osabor going at, oh baby! What a crossover by Osabor! My goodness, Schultz is gonna have nightmares about that one. Ricky Fetsky. Margai, good tough defense. Margai gets it, offensive foul. Let's see what we got. In fact, defensive foul called on Lewis Sullivan. Margai gets the first. His first points of the ball game. And the second. Down to an 8-point game. On the ball, Frank Agu. Switches it, nice step by Gargan, wide open for Agu. No. Coming over the back, Osabor with the foul. Osabor goes out. Back into the ball game comes Joseph Banco. Ricky Fetsky on the line for 2 shots. Gets them both. Handling the rock, Titus gives it up. Banco. Oh, he walked. Yep, he walked. Now, we didn't get to hear what head coach Chris Mellor said to his guys at that last time out, but it's definitely had an effect because we're back down now to a 6-point deficit for the Dragons. Margai. Andreas Lykoudis with the inbound, Ricky Fetsky on the ball. Margai comes to get it. Walsh swings it left, looking for a triple, gets nothing. Titus, we're inside the final minute of the first half. Gargan goes to work for 2. Woo! Dan Gargan to 6 personal. Pulls it back out to an 8-point ball game. Margai has it. Margai looks ahead and Ricky Fetsky gets it to Schultz, who couldn't make it count. Wawari. Now. Frank Agu kicks it back out, corner pocket, no points. Foul called on 12 for Myerscough. Iwidabo, or Iwedabo, as I was informed earlier. Well, Dragons have been living on the free throw line in this quarter. First one is good for Walsh. Just 11.7 seconds left to play. Walsh can't get the second. Now the race is on. Shot clock, game clock at 6, 4, and Gargan comes baseline! What a buzzer beater! What a move! Dan Gargan with the awesome play to take it back out to a 9-point ball game as the buzzer goes. We promised you a ball game, and we are definitely delivering. Bradford Dragons 33, 42 points to Myerscough. It's a 9-point ball game. Oh my goodness. Ricky Fetsky has 11 for the Dragons, 10 for David Chive, and 7 for Wakeem. Oh, I love his game, I really do. And 8 for Dan Gargan, who rounds off the half with a monster play. 33-42, we'll be back for the third after this break. And let me welcome you back to Myerscough College for the Myerscough Bubble, the L Lynch Trophy 2020. Ricky Fetsky in trouble, gets it out. Strong drive, nice kick out. Schultz with the good move back to Fetsky. Doesn't get there. Rebound pulled down by David Chive. Gargan called for it, didn't get it. Instead it goes to Frank Agu. Agu now back to Gargan, looking for a triple. No. This one, Bradford Dragons versus Myerscough. Up off the window, no good. The putback is good for Ricky Fetsky. Remember, late in the half, it was a 12-point ball game. Bradford called a timeout and made a whole lot of adjustments and got going. Strong move off the window for no points. Ricky Fetsky with more action. This is Margai. Schultz comes onto the low post, doesn't get the ball. Ball is on the weak side with Kudis, and Fetsky finishes again. He moves out to 15 personal, 37-42, 5-point ball game. Strong drive. Yeah, he was tripped. Foul called on Schultz. I've got him for 3. Will be end line possession to Myerscough. Leading all scorers in the ball game for Bradford Dragons. Ricky Fetsky with 15. For Myerscough, 10 points for David Chive. If you didn't catch the second quarter, my goodness, we had some action, I can tell you that. Awesome play at the end for David Gargan, who moved out to 8 personal. Titus with the inbound. Wide open in the corner. It's that man again. Oh, it's Gargan again. Wow. Coach Hopkins decided to start him after his performance in the second quarter. Stolen away. And David Chive is blocked illegally by Schultz. Make that foul number 4, if I've got that correct, on Schultz. It is. He'll go to the bench. Coming back in, Tyne Regis Bascom, wearing 6 for Bradford Dragons. David Chive on the line for 2. Chive to 12 personal. Back out to a 10-point ball game. Albert Margai handles it this time down. Jermaine Lang kicks it out. Nice move. Wraps it back around. Lang back to Margai. Margai, shot clock is at 8. Ricky Fetsky on the block. Wraps it around. Corner pocket. No points. Now Wakeem off and running. Frank Agu kicks it back out and Gargan has it. Shot clock's at 10. Agu spins. Great pass out of trouble. Coming strong along the baseline. Looking for a triple. No good. Gotta go up. Didn't get it off in time. Margai to Fetsky, and they turn it over. Jermaine Lang didn't see it coming. Gargan, nice change of direction, round the back dribble. There's a crossover. Gargan looks to come baseline, all tied up, gets it out. Shot clock is at 7. And Joaquim, and now in the corner, shot clock's at 1. That will be a shot clock violation. Let's see if they call anything there. It doesn't look as if they are, but a timeout has been called. I think it's by Myerscough. The score at the moment, 37 to Bradford, 47 to Myerscough. It's a 10-point ball game. The Fives are back on the floor. Albert Margai kicks it left. Regin Baskin gives it back, looking to come along the baseline. Fetsky, that's his shot. Another 2 points, 17 personal. Gargan. Joaquim sees the lane open up. Great defense by Jermaine Lang. Shot clock's at 6. And he stepped out of bounds, Gargan. Coming back in for the Dragons, Dave Walsh. Going out, Andreas Lykoudis. And Coach Hopkins making a change as well. Pedro Ellery coming back in. Out goes Titus Wareri. Fetsky, nice bounce pass. And Jermaine Lang finishes the play nicely. Nice assist by Albert Margai. That's 4 points for Lang. David Chive with the jab step. Margai bought it, wondered where he went. Up off the window, no good. The putback, no good for Frank Agu. And now, in the paint. Whistle on the play, he's going to the line for 2 shots. Foul was called on 14, Frank Agu. That's his second. Coming back in, Joseph Banco. Joaquim goes out. First one is good for Regent Bascom. And the second moves to 5 personal. 43-47, 4-point ball game. Nice change of direction, the Euro step, and he drops it. It's that man Gargan again to 13 personal. Margai spins in the paint, the finger roll is good! Oh, Albert Margai coming alive on that move. And now Gargan again pops it into the middle. Agu has it. Agu kicks it out, looking for a 3-ball, no good. Joseph Banco couldn't connect. Lang gets it back to Walsh, gets a whistle on the floor. 4:20 left to play in the third. 4-point ball game, 45-49. Don't go anywhere. This one is going all the way to the wire. Great Osabor back into the ball game for Myerscough. Fetsky. Nice crossover, and the finish by Dave Walsh for 2. Cuts this to a 2-point ball game. Wow. On the ball, Banco goes to work. Blocking foul called on Walsh. I've got him for 3. Banco on the line for 2. Fails to get the first. Fails to get the second. Ricky Fetsky with another board. Margai, nice back pick by Walsh. And in the paint, Fetsky faces up the basket, doesn't get their rebound. Pulled down by Frank Agu, off and running. Here comes Myerscough again. Agu has it to the great Osabor. Osabor gets past the defense. Wide open for a triple, doesn't go. That will be Myerscough ball with a new 14. Coming back in for Myerscough, Akamu is back in 14. Joaquim Richardson and 8. Lewis Sullivan all back on the floor. Great Osabor for 3. Nope. Margai. Tough defense by Joaquim. It's a 3-on-1. Oh, baby! Wow! The great Osabor throws it down. I've got a scoreline of 47-51. What a dunk. And now Fetsky doesn't get the drop. Blocking foul is called. Myerscough going back to the line. I think that could be on Fetsky. Yes, it is. It's his second. 47-51, 4-point ball game. Banco back on the free throw line, still looking for his first points. So we got a bit of a problem. Let's see what it is. Wet floor. So David Chives leads the scorers. In fact, he doesn't. Dan Gargan leads the scorers with 13. 12 for David Chive for Myerscough, and 17 points top in the game for Ricky Fetsky of the Dragons. And Banco finally gets one to go. Gets them both. Now it's back to a 6-point game. Jermaine Lang. Margai with a little bounce pass. And they turn it over. Wakeem on the break. Wakeem wraps it around. Gets it back. Wide open, doesn't take the three. You can't move. What a change of direction. And no call, no whistle. Margai gets it to Lang, and he throws it away. (47-53), 2 minutes 14 left to play in the third. Osabor back to Wakeem, and now Akanmu. Wakeem puts it on the floor. Lewis Sullivan says, I got this. Goes to work, kicks it out, looking for a deuce. Doesn't go. Who's got the ball? The big man had it, couldn't put it away. Margai. 1:42 left to play in the third. Walsh for a deep three, no good. .135 left to play in the third. You're at the Myerscough bubble. And it's the L Lynch Trophy for 2020. Strong drive. Tough defensive play. Osabo goes back to Banco. Shot clock's at 8. Blocking foul is called. That's on 6. Regent Bascom, if that's confirmed. It is. That's going to be foul number 4. Yes, it is. Joseph Banco back on the line for 2. Need another wipe on the floor. Substitution for Myerscough is going to bring Ridley Shima into the game. Great Osabor gets a rest. Banco on the line for 2. First one's good. And the second. 4 personal for Joseph Banco. All from the line. Also been there and missed a couple. Nice handles by Andreas Lykoudis. Lykoudis feeling a little heat. Looking strong drive along the baseline for two. The basket good for Regent Bascom. He moves to 7 personal. 49-55, 6-point ball game. Akanmu has it taken away by Ricky Fetsky. Boy, I'd love to see his stat line for this ball game. Wide open for a triple. Is good! That's Andreas Lykoudis. Cuts it to a 1-possession ball game. 52-55. Not quite sure what happened there. Official chatting to the table. Inside the final 10 seconds of the quarter, Joaquin checks the clock, sees 5, 4, 3, and they throw it away. Wow. That's the end. Let's see if they're going to put a second back on it. They're putting something back on it. In all the excitement, the clock ran on. So I think we're agreed on 1 second. Possession to Bradford. This is going to be a quarterback pass for a touchdown. Can they get it done? Jermaine Lang is wide open. Gutmanis not so open. In fact, nobody open now. Wow, what we got? Looks like we're done. Are we done? All right. the officials explaining what happened there. Now, the ball, in fact, the clock doesn't start running until somebody on the floor touches the ball. And what happened is at the inbound, the defender who was right in his face touched the ball as it came in. It flipped off his fingers. That was the second done. 52-55 at the end of the third. This is one heck of a ball game in the L Lynch Trophy for 2020. You do not want to miss the final quarter. So we are at the top of the fourth. 52-55. Myerscough, who are on their own floor, but are in fact the away team. They've got 55. Dragons have 52. We're back in play. Joaquim Richardson hands it off. And now on the ball, Lewis Sullivan. Little problem. Let's see what we got. Looks like it's all good. 52-55, 14 on the shot clock. Joaquim gives it up to Frank Agu. Frank looks to go down, called for traveling. Handling the rock this time down. Regent Bascom gives it up. Lykoudis swings it way out there. Gutmanis, and Gutmanis back on it now. Ricky Fetsky. Nice pass inside. Wide open for two. Doesn't get there. Who's got the basketball? Possession stays with the Dragons. New 14. To inbound, Andreas Lykoudis. Ricky Fetsky doesn't get there. Nice inbound play. Fetsky set the pick, then got open. Joaquim brings it back to Akanmu. Kanmu kicks it back out wide open for a deep three. No good. Offensive board. And now for another triple. No. Myerscough going cold at the moment. Jermaine Land. Fetsky for three. Is good! We are tied at 55. Fetsky to 20 personal. What a spin move. Wow. Beautiful drive to the basket by Joaquim. Foul called on 5. That's Gutmanis. Substitution will bring David Chive into the ball game for the replacing Lewis Sullivan, and a change at the other end as well. Big man is back for Myerscough. Albert Margai getting his guys together, having a little tete-a-tete on the floor. Joaquim fails to get them both. Possession stays with Myerscough. And they turn it over on the inbound. Now Margai. Margai gets his head down and loses possession. Substitution is going to bring Dan Gargan back. And going out 13, Ridley Shima. Gargan had a hot hand at the end of the second and the start of the third. Osabo, oh baby! Oh, doesn't drop. See what we got? Let's see what we got. The ball went into the basket, but I thought it was after the whistle, so we'll see. Foul called on 15, that's Akanmu. The basket did not count. Margai, the one-handed outlet. Thought about the three. Good defense, and they turn it over again. There's the outlet. Joaquim to him. Oh! Osabo with the reverse for two. It's Myerscough by 2, 55-57. Margai for the Dragons. And he turns it over. Somebody got a piece of that. Gargan gets a whistle. No basket. Foul called on 15. Albert Margai. That was foul number 3 on Margai. Osabo. Osabo, baby! Faked the pass, took it to the rack for 2. Margai thought about the 3, didn't put it up. It did go up in the end for Rickard Schultz. Didn't make it. 4-point game, 55-59. There's a nice crossover. Tough defense. Who's got the basketball? That is going to be possession Myerscough. Tough D that time by Margai. 7:03 left to play. I'm going to say in regulation. That's code. Gargan over the big man. Knocks it down for 2. Foul called on David Chive. Substitution is going to bring 6. Titus Warari into the ball game, going out. In fact, I didn't see who left. Margai to Schultz. Margai comes to get it. Fetsky, Schultz. Beautiful pass by Fetsky. Foul called on 7. That's David Chive. That's his second. That's going to put Schultz on the line for 2. David Chive just having a few words with Schultz. First one is good. Gets them both. Rickard Schultz moves to 7 personal. Little full court pressure coming in from Bradford, no problem. From Myerscough. Gargan puts it back into the middle to David Chive. On the ball, Titus gives it up. Osabo. Gargan has it, shot clock's at 1. We're playing on, Schultz has the ball. Looks to go all the way, and 1! Foul's called on 6, that's Titus. That's his second. Basket good for Rickard Schultz. On the line for 1. This to cut it to a 1-point ball game. And he does. Nearly stolen away by Jermaine Lang. Lang hustles to get back on defense. Little 2-man ball at the top of the key on the ball. Gargan goes to work no good. Offensive board, and again. And finally, it drops for the great Osabor. 13 personal. Lang to Margai. Margai with the step. Wide open for Schultz. No. Osabor with the big board. Off and running. Ball is with Frank Agu. 3-point ball game, 60-63. From the corner, doesn't go. Margai to Jermaine Lang. Margai gets it back. Middle of the floor, 3-second call. Been in there too long. Ricky Fetsky. And in my humble opinion, that's about the first mistake he's made all game. .505 left to play in regulation. Gargan extends, doesn't get there. Margai looks ahead. Not a pretty dribble. Schultz is blocked by Osabor. There's the outlet to Gargan. Can't handle it. Substitution's going to bring Joaquin Richardson back into the ball game. Going out, Dan Gargan. He's going to get a rest. Margai. 3-point ball game. Margai gets it back. And Schultz goes to work. Defense was strong. Jermaine Lang, shot clock at 5. Lang lays it up for 2. .406 left to play, 1-point game, 62-63. Round the back. What a pass out. Joaquin kicks it out, looking for a triple. Doesn't go. And Lang with the rebound. 62-63. Myerscough by 1. Bullet pass. It's good. And that puts the Dragons up by 1. Ricky Fetsky to 22 personal. Osabor gets it to Agu. Agu. Offensive foul has been called. Ricky Fetsky takes the block. Foul called on Frank Agu. And timeout has been called by Myerscough. They want to talk it over. They are down by 1. They've led by as many as 12 and trailed by as many as 5. The score at the moment, 64-63. Dragons on top. .329 left to play in regulation, a 1-point affair. Now, just in case you're kind of new to the game, when I say in regulation and say it's a code, it's because there is every possibility this could be going to overtime. So we'll see. Leading all scorers, 22 points for Ricky Fetsky. Wow. Jermaine Lang, back to Fetsky, back. Margai. Fetsky gets open, has the ball for three, is blocked by Osabor. Oh my goodness, what a bucket! Regent Bascom takes it to a 3-point game. There was no way that ball should have gone in the basket, but it did. 66-63. Osabor playing a little two-man ball. Looks ahead. Puts it up for three. Doesn't go. And Agu has it. Osabor on the block. Goes to work. No good. Rickard Schultz with the rebound. 2:25 left to play. Jermaine Lang. Fetsky hands it off to Margai. Margai moves the defense with the dribble. Oh! Ooh! There was a lot of ball on that. A lot of ball on that. Gargan back on the floor. First one is good for Margai. So's the second. 5-point game. Osabor back to Agu. And Dan Gargan doesn't get there. Margai. Less than 2 minutes, Margai. And they turn it over. To be fair to Rickard Schultz, that wasn't the greatest pass by Margai. On the ball, David Chive. Back to Akeem. Osabor gets it into the middle. That's a foul. Foul called on Rickard Schultz. That is 5 fouls on Schultz, and he is gone from this one. Who's going to come in to replace him? Looks like it's going to be Umekwe coming in. Uche Umekwe back on the floor. Hasn't played an awful lot. He's here for the last 134 at least. Joaquin drives. Gargan kicks it out. Nice, oh, spin move. Oh, doesn't go. Fetsky with the one-handed rebound. Talk about dominant play by Fetsky. 5-point ball game. Margai ducks in. Can he go all the way? Yes, he can. Albert Margai to 8 personal. Now it's a 7-point game. Agu gets unsportsmanlike foul call. He wasn't even going for the ball. That will be 2 shots and possession. I didn't see who the foul was on, so apologies. The great Osabor on the line for 2 shots. 56 seconds left to play in this one. First one is good. So's the second. And Myerscough will have Myerscough call the timeout, and they will have the ball pretty much in the advanced position when we come back. 56.2 seconds left to play in regulation. It's a 5-point ball game. 70 to the Dragons, 65 to Myerscough. And the 3 stars today, well, I tell you, Ricky Fetsky has been unstoppable. 10 points also for Regent Bascom, 10 points for Rickard Schultz, and 8 for Margai, who's doing well in this quarter, has 6 points. On the other side, Myerscough's great Osabor has 15. He has 10 in this final quarter, and 15 also for Dan Gargan, who had an absolutely cracking spell across the second and third quarters. So we're about to come back onto the floor. What an ending we've got in store. Possession to Myerscough. I wonder what head coach Neil Hopkins is drawing up there. Guys are back out. The great Osabor is out there. 15, Frank Agoo's out there. David Chive. Titus Warari is out there. And they get it in. Gargan has it. Gargan, great outlet. Osabor gets there. Who's got the basketball? Gargan for 3. Margai. Looks like a no call, as the officials might say. Dan Gargan with a monster triple cuts it to a 2-point ball game. Fetsky kicks it out, looking to go all the way. Rejected! The great Osabor. And now timeout has been called by Chris Meller for the Dragons. Less than 30 seconds to play in this one. It's a 2-point ball game. 70 to the Dragons, 68 to Myerscough. I have no idea which way this is going to go. So as we come back, it's going to be Dragons' possession in their advanced position. Now that is an interesting situation. Margai, who has played, in fact, it's going to be end-line ball. Margai, who's played so many minutes in this one, is not being used in this last 30 seconds. Fetsky has it, brings it back to the top. Tough D. Foul called on 6. That is Titus Wareri. That puts Umekwe on the line for 2. His only scores have been from the free throw line. First one is good. 26.4 seconds on the clock. This could take it to a 4-point game. And does. So, Myerscough have the ball. They advance it across the halfway line, no problem. Gargan for three, knocks it down. Somebody needs a quick foul here. There it is. Gargan knocked down the three, another monster three for him. What a ball game. Foul called on Gargan. Had to do that to stop the clock. That's his second foul. That foul sends Andreas Lykoudis to the line for two. 10.8 seconds left, 1 point ball game. First one is good. Second one is good, Lykoudis. And now, Myerscough need a triple to tie the ball game and take it to overtime. Osabor has it, gives it up. Shot clock is at 5, at 4, at 3. Osabor doesn't go. We are at the end of the ball game. Oh my goodness. Bradford Dragons hold on for a monster victory. 75. What have we got on the score? Well, the official scoreboard says 75-71. I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to affect the winners, whatever the correct score is. 75-71 is the score, and I think everybody in here loved this ball game. Absolutely awesome. In fact, there is the correct score, 74-71. 74-71. Lykoudis got 2 from the line, which took it to 74, and that's why there was the discrepancy. So, the final score, 74 to the Dragons, 71 to Myerscough. What a ball game. And the Dragons now have 2 massive victories in the L Lynch Trophy for 2020. Do hope you have enjoyed this one, and another game to come later on from this venue, from this bubble at Myerscough College. Enjoy the rest of the event.